as most of us know right now, one of the players for the homies, Dana Shoup, passed away unexpectedly this past Saturday. He was a good dude, beloved by many. And, Coog, you want to go?
Yeah. So,
Coog played with him
for
many years.
Yeah, he's played for the homies for the past 2+ summers, 3. It's never easy losing a teammate or anybody in the KVKL community, but when it's one of your teammates, it hits you really hard. It's been since Saturday night when I heard the news from my teammate Rashad Spicer, and I'm still digesting this. He's always been a positive influence on the homies. Not always a good player, but he was a positive influence. He was always the more upbeat, talking to the rest of us teams, especially times where we're doing so well and so forth. Especially when I'm bellowing, whatever. There, it's like he was the happy medium, basically, to calm them down. He's even calmed me down this past season every week, saying that, look, we're a good team. Just give it time. Let me talk to them. You don't have to be negative so much, and he's right and all. That's just the type of player that Dana was. Negative bone in his body. And we decided, I talked to teammates on Sunday morning about what happened. Decide what you want to do. And whether you want to play or postpone the game because of late fees. They all said that they want to play. Because the best way to honor Dana Shoup, because for those who know him, we know him well, they want us to play. Honor him the best, is to go out there and assemble to play. Yeah. Just to be together. And win or lose, we're there for him. The win is great, it's gravy. And then after the game, I mentioned, Moshe told him, look, he loved playing with you guys. He won us there. It wasn't easy for you. No. And for several years, it's tough. It's tough. And I know it's tough for the rest of the teammates here. And I'm going to miss him so much. And the rest of us do. And to all the community, the well wishes in person, give me hugs, text messages, and Facebook DMs, thank you so much. Because I knew it was a great community beforehand, but you reaffirmed this with this tragic news. And you guys have been absolutely phenomenal in supporting, myself and the rest of the team, the well wishes. I mean, you guys are awesome. It really is. And doing this for 15 summers, I wouldn't have it any other way. So,
yeah. I was lucky enough to meet him and his mom the week before while she was still in town. And she is a very lovely lady, and my heart breaks for her, Dana's family, and his friends and teammates. And I wish for them to find peace. And for Dana, wherever it is we go after this life is over, I hope you get a safe passage to that end. All right, so everybody, grab a drink. Toast to Dana.
To Dana.
To Dana.
Ben?
Well, I only got to know Dana over maybe the past 6 months to a year, and largely because he was here at the Jazz House listening to the podcast so often. Yeah. And I just loved, he was always sitting out there with a smile. He always said a kind word. And he was always giving Cougar shit for not picking their team.
It's true.
I think that kind of encapsulates it. And then when we were reffing together earlier this year, and the Sacred Sword couldn't get their lineup straight and had to make 18,000 changes to it, he just took it all in stride and was just laughing basically the entire time.
I was more upset than he was. Much more upset.
Yeah. And he was always a real sweetheart, and I'm really going to miss him. Yeah. It's not just a loss for his family and friends, although obviously it is a huge loss, but it's really a loss for the league. He was a great personality to have around. We're going to try to do some things in his honor. For starters, this podcast is brought to you in memory of Dana. We don't have a sponsor this week. It's just for him. Erin Garger is going to be, she's here right now, but she's going to be out at the game selling stickers in remembrance of Dana. And I think we'll just throw free koozies at people who want to buy them. All that money will go straight to the family. We're going to take, I think, over half of what we raised at the spring charity tournament, because the New York Elementary Book Fair doesn't need more than about $500, and put that into the same fund. And then anybody else that would like to donate to help out with either whether it's funeral expenses or transportation, since they have to move them back to Alaska, or just in memoriam fund. We'll get you guys more information later, but if you want to donate, then the league has basically got a pot for him that we'll turn over when we know exactly where his family would like it to go. I think that's about all I have.
Okay. I know there's a lot of people sad right now. I'm one of them. But for the next hour and a half or however long we're here, don't want anyone to be sad. I want everybody to be loud, raucous, and give Cougar shit, because I know Dana would have done the same.
Yeah, just pretend like he's sitting out there with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm back from New York. Please give me shit.
Yeah. So
No.
Yes, get him Fireball.
Yes.
No
Bring him
Fireballs.
Fireball. I will pay for
God
it. Bring
damn
me
it.
one too.
It's,
Yeah. All right, Cougar, hit the music.
yeah.
Hey, what's going on, KB Kale? It is time for the podcast. Week 4.1, I guess. Week 4 redo, I guess.
Yeah, it occurred to me that instead of having a podcast this week, we could just re-air the preseason podcast.
Like how they do with like a rain delay. You
Right,
just play
exactly.
an old game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would
Could've
anybody
done that.
really know the difference?
No, not really.
Probably today they would.
Yeah. We are live at the Jazz House, 926 and a half Massachusetts.
Woo!
Thank you, Rick. This is fun.
Thank you, Rick, for letting everybody buy 250 shots for Cougar.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. We're just gonna get Cougar drunk tonight. That's
Oh,
all we're doing.
Fuck.
Cougar, I've got a couch.
Just like
you can
Sunday,
sit
yeah.
on.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Cougar, how'd
Out,
that go?
not so great.
Cougar's Comedy Corner, instead of jokes, we're going to give you a field sobriety test.
I would love to see Cougar just walk a line.
That's we're saving that for when we do these things live on the video.
All right. This week's sponsor is Dana Shoop. He's the coolest. And we all wish he was here.
A longtime podcast listener and attendee.
Yes.
The last
Yes.
comment Aaron just showed me on the podcast feed is from Dana.
That's awesome.
So he's still with us.
Yes. Yes. All right. Let's see. Cleanup for game of the week this week is Chalmers, John Denver Experience, Kicking Assets, and Leafy Greens.
Also, I don't know if anybody has yet, but we're going to have a merch table up
Okay.
at the game. And so if any of those teams want to, I think John Denver said they want to do scoreboard, but if anybody wants to do the merch table, then pipe up.
Okay. I know, Ari, that Lisa Frank Kickball is selling burritos at game of the week, right?
We are. This week we're selling burritos. They'll be, the base price is $5 for your standard burrito, and we think there might be some fancy add-ons for like $1. I've heard of
So
a-
what encapsulates the standard burrito?
I haven't even seen the
A
grocery
tortilla.
list yet. So they're the same great burritos we've made the past couple of years. I know there's a soy chorizo in talks. So there's going to be a meat, a vegan, and a vegetarian. Usually there's some homemade salsas, and Claire brings out her own personal hot sauce collection. So
Every weekend.
All right.
so it'll be cash your card, and it helps the Lisa Frank kickball team, which is all women's kickball team out of Lawrence, Kansas, travel. We travel to Chicago in 11 days. We need that money.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
They got to get drunk. They got to get drunk.
Okay. We're going to Chicago. There's a kickball 365 kickball tournament, a women's tournament on Friday, and that's where
so
Lisa
you will
Frank
all
will
be back
There you go.
for your games
Oh,
on Sunday.
well, yeah, my flight's at 7:30 on Sunday, so I'm going to come home, take a nap,
Nice.
and be ready for kickball.
Oh, okay. And then Ari, the Girl on Girl Clinic is coming up, and I know you're selling tanks.
I am. I'm selling tank tops, and I'm such a hustler. American Apparel, unisex, 50-50 cotton poly blend. The design is on the Girl on Girl event page and on the KBKL page. We think the price might be around $12.
Okay.
And I had to turn the order in by July 4th, so you just go on there and comment, and once you comment, I'll like your post once I put it on my spreadsheet for my
Okay,
order,
and then
so.
just for those who may not know, when is the Girl on Girl Clinic again?
Girl on Girl Clinic is... I knew, guys. Come on. I've only had 3 drinks. It is Saturday. It's Saturday, July 14th at Hobbs Park. We usually like to get going around 2. Get there early to get warmed up, and get your legs warmed up, get your liver warmed up, and it's a whole day of mini sessions on infield, outfield, bunting, pitching, pop flies. We go through it all. If you want to learn how to slide, we'll teach you how to slide. So yeah, it's an all-day clinic, and then we usually have a barbecue, and then we do a girl-on-girl scrimmage. And
Yeah.
we want
Awesome.
everyone to come out and help and play and
what
grill some dogs.
I think what you guys haven't done at the Girl on Girl Clinic that we should incorporate is like let's get like Janelle out there and we can run
Shit talking.
a heckling clinic.
Oh my God! Oh my.
Aaron's going to miss it this year.
Just with Janelle, the heckling clinic is just going to be drink a lot of Tito's.
Yeah, right.
And then just yell whatever
That works.
comes to mind.
Yeah.
I feel like Joel, DJ Throat Gravy, is usually heckling during the
Joel would
the
be
girl
good
and
too.
girl,
Yeah.
or the girl and girl scrimmage. He's on the microphone talking shit the whole time in an old timey announcer voice.
I'm always the brunt of Janelle's shit talking. By the way, it always hurts.
Yeah, it's usually me and you that
Me
take
and
the
you,
brunt of
yeah.
it. Yeah.
The truth hurts, man.
Well, Cougar, you want to take the shot real quick?
Oh, why not?
All right.
Nope, I do not.
That was delicious and terrible. All right.
My 33-year-old birthday is still in my memory where I threw a fireball in my bed. So now I don't want that shit.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Kick the can this past week was Dan the Man, and he
got
was
close-ish
not
a
the
couple
man.
times.
Yeah. Just for the record, Derek Davis is the one that's saying that he sucked. Derek Davis is saying that Dan sucks. Derek Davis is telling that Dan sucks. Just want to say that right now.
Let's get a throwdown, man. That's right. Hidden talent. I smell a fire in the office. Dad bod versus Dan bod. Let's get this thing going.
Oh my God.
All right. With that now, should we talk about some scores?
Let's do.
Yeah.
All right. June 24th, week 4, South Park, 5 p.m., Old School Field. Grandstand Glass Kickers, 5. Ladybird Harpies, 22. Is there anyone from either team here? Yeah. All right,
There's
Kristen.
Kristen.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kristen.
Kristen,
Da-da,
yes.
da-da-da.
It was another large margin, but it's not our largest margin. And it was also our highest scoring game so far this season.
Yes.
So that was we were really proud of. We had a couple good innings. We only had one really bad inning. We had one inning, and it was towards the end, and then we kind of pulled it back together. One of our players got a double play in the third. He got 2 outs, and he was our pitcher. So he got 2 outs on his own, and other than that, we had fun. The Harpies are always a good time. I think Josh on their team, their center fielder, almost kicked it from where that's at the pool, his home base. He got it all the way to almost the 2 pine trees in the northwest corner, so almost a whole home run.
Nice.
We decided if it rolled to the street,
wow.
it would be an infield double, but he went the other direction. Almost was a clean home run. Or it was a home run, but it was almost like out of the park home run. And
Like on a
Is there an out of the park home run at South Park?
we decided if you hit the street, it was. We had our own. Yeah, we said if you hit the street, it's
Fair.
a full like over the fence home run. But and Max Alvers, I think, was the all-star on the Harpies. Did a suicide squeeze. It worked really well. Which was,
Oh, the kid.
and Sydney kicked really well at, and she always does. But Max also made some really good catches. They put him in center at the end, and it would have been like Jason's like this beautiful kick, deep center, and Max leaned back and just caught it with his fingertips. And so
right.
it was a good game, though.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to need a nickname for Max at some point. I'm just throwing that out there.
He's a kid,
Yeah.
so I don't know what.
I'll say
like The Simpsons, Max Power.
Max Power.
Yeah.
Well, no, because it's more like Grant Blast, Max Crafty Max. I don't need you
Max
telling me lame.
cheese.
Just come up with a better idea.
All right, South Park, 7 p.m. Bunt and Grind, 12. Corksuckers, 13. Anyone see this game? Kristen, did you ref this? Anybody?
I talked to Ariel today about it
Okay.
because I wanted to hear about it, and he said, I mean, you can look at the score sheets.
Oh, shit, yeah, we have this.
Walk off.
It was a walk-off, and it was 11. It was
Waka,
12.
waka,
It was
waka.
12-11 button grind until the top of the ninth, where Corksuckers got 2 to win the game. So it looked like it was a really good game.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like 3 straight kicks, and whoever kicked third, I think, must have kicked in the other 2. I don't know. They're not filling out the single, double, triple thing on here, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
And it says here that Raymond Pang hit inside the park home run.
Good
Hey.
Good
It's
for
nice to know.
him.
Nice to know I'm not the only team that's happened against.
Oh. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I haven't had an inside the park home run since 07 against you, and that was many moons ago over there at
11 years
Watertown.
ago.
Yeah, but it was super dark, so no one knows where the hell the ball is. So that's my only
Was
inside
that
park-
also the game that Massey robbed you and you were really, really mad about it?
Probably.
I feel like you're really mad every week.
Not
But
against
this
you
was
guys. Not
especially
against you guys. I wasn't
especially.
against you guys, so.
He was especially mad this one.
I was. Yeah.
Edgewood East, which is higher apparently, at 5 p.m. Nick Lerner's Homies 20, Liberty Hall late fees 14. Cougar, you got the first win of the year.
Yep.
Talk about it, buddy.
Yeah. Prior to all this, I circled this game on our calendar because I thought it was the best chance to get the win in the divisional play. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, you did. You talked about that.
Oh yeah, I circled
first.
this calendar. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure Liberty Hall say the same thing. None of us want to play in the sixes. Like F that shit. So
No. You go F that shit instead of just
fuck
saying,
that shit. Fuck
There
that
we
shit.
go.
I don't know why I
There
said
we
F that
go.
shit.
There we
Sorry,
go.
I don't know why I said F that shit.
That's a fireball talking.
Yeah, the fireball talking.
yeah.
So, no, I do not need more fireball, Aaron. No.
It looks like Jeff Hubbard did not suck this game.
No, he didn't. He had one error.
I know,
he
he
had
does,
one error.
but
To
not
be fair,
this
he had
game.
one error.
One error, but his runs to errors differential is really high.
Yeah,
is really
exactly.
good this
Exactly.
game.
He got
2
on
to
base.
1. 2 to 1.
Yeah, he and Tori Roberson, top of the lineup, got on base every single time. They were great. I kicked the Dana spot at number 3, and I went 3 for 4. Even though I never got out, 4 RKIs. And I hate playing on grass. Everyone knows how I kick. I haven't improved since 04. Never. I kick like crap.
Either your memory is bad or the score sheet is wrong, because the way I'm reading it here, you were 6 for 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was I?
Wow, Coop.
My memory
Now,
sucks.
maybe some of those were fielder's choices,
Well,
but they've got the
fielder's
lines
choice,
drawn.
yeah, I got someone out. At baseball side, I don't count that.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
like 4
Fair enough.
Yeah.
fair enough.
Every time
Fair
I
enough.
kicked it, I'm like, the fuck? I was running and running. It's like, seriously, it's like, I kick like crap. It's like, what's going on here? It's like, so honestly, it seems kind of cheesy, but I felt like, being Dana Spot had a little bit of, uplifting influence was because of him. So,
Yeah.
but like, we had one bad inning. What inning was that? That was the
I like thinking of that way. It's like Dana in the outfield.
eighth inning?
Yeah.
It was the 4th inning. Yeah, we had allowed 9 runs and went to a 10-7 lead. So I thought to myself, oh, shit. It's like, I'm going to lose this game. But credit to my teammates there, the homies. They got runs. Big ups to Frank Dillon at the bottom of the lineup. He kicked a great kick over to right field. If anybody knows Edgewood East, there's a small dirt field over there. All right, if you kick anywhere ball there, that will travel. It is gone. No one will get to that ball. It is gone. And he kicked it out there, and he got a 2-run home run.
It seems it's unusual to give up 9 runs in an inning and then come back and win.
Yeah, I know. It's usually the homies I was like, oh, we're fucked. Oh, just like against Hertz, was like another big inning, especially with leg talent of Alex Holman. Is like, we're fucked. Robbing them home runs. But credit to my homies, like they were inspired.
Good.
So.
I do love the comment on the score sheet. Ball will roll to Baldwin City.
Oh yeah, it's like it will go to Baldwin City. I didn't make that comment. Although first I said Ottawa, I was like, wait, that's too far. It's like go to Baldwin City. So.
All right.
So yeah, great.
Yeah. Edgewood East, 7 p.m. Johnny's Tavern, 5. Rats, 8.
Timothy.
Timoteo.
I
come
ref
on
the game.
down
I'll
here,
let you have the
man.
first word, sir.
He is not happy.
Oh, rats.
That was good.
So,
Wow.
Rats pretty much played the way they needed to play to beat us, and they scored those, I think, 4 runs in 1 inning off 3 off 1 error in the outfield,
That
and
sucks.
that sent kind of everything down. I think we kind of got to turn our team around a little bit. We play a little bit too tight, a little too serious, and it's starting to show. So, we'll try to change that up next week.
It's funny you should say that, Tim, because you took the words right out of my mouth, because I felt that throughout the whole game. I was running first base. It felt like you guys were tight. I just feel like the Rats were a little more loose there. You're right. There were errors there out there over the center field there, which was like at least 3 or 4 runs. Those like unforced errors, and that was unfortunately like the margin of the game. And kicking wise, like didn't seem like you got any rhythm, like getting on base.
Yeah, were you guys like just one of those games where they weren't working that great, or was it just really
Missing
solid
players
defense?
or what? Were we missing players?
We were down players, but I'm not going to make that an excuse. I
know
think
you
the
wouldn't.
people we had on the field could have won that game. Another thing that did us in is that a couple of people played aggressive on the bases, myself included, where we could have waited a play and scored, but we felt like we could have scored more and outdone them, and they showed us that we were wrong.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
They're a solid team, man.
Yeah, to give it to the Rats, I mean, they played flawlessly, and I would be afraid whomever's got to play them next, because they're going to take this on forward and continue to play that well.
KTC plays them next. I don't think they're
Well,
But don't be the 3.
Maybe
Don't be the 3.
whoever's going to be playing them in the 3 spot.
The 3 spot, yeah.
the 3 should be scared, but
Yeah,
KTC
I
is
agree.
not.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed with Rats this year versus last year, or at least this year and late last year versus earlier, is they've gotten rid of a lot of the dumb errors. And that's made a huge difference. I mean, they were only Johnny's is a good offensive team, and they were 3 batters over the minimum in 2/3 of this game. And the entire middle chunk is just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, single 3.
All right.
So,
Be all right, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
You'll be all right in the forest. It'll be good.
And the score sheet says both teams were nice and skilled.
I love that.
They were nice and skilled. They were, yeah.
Thanks, Cody.
Especially Timothy. Thanks.
All right. Edgewood West, 5 p.m. Reboot 10-6. I know it's confusing. Versus Woost 8. Tom, you want to come talk?
Thomas.
DJ Joel Thomas Joel.
No, it's Joel and me, because he's Joel Thomas, not Thomas Joel. Well, Woost has Dan, and we don't have Dan.
But he's underrated. Right?
I know.
Or hidden talent.
He's a hidden talent. That
But,
hidden talent.
Was he
I
even
feel like
there?
he
No, he
has,
sucks according to Derek. So
Like 8 of their runs is how it felt. We just couldn't stop him, and that was kind of our game plan.
Yeah.
And we started off great. We scored 6 in the first inning, and then I think we had 5 hits after that.
Looks
which
like you blew your load early.
We did.
Yeah.
We came out real hot.
Real early.
really
Holy
early?
cow.
It was more like a pre-boot.
Oh my God.
The first kick was a bunt home run,
You're not even
then
blushing
they-
yet.
I am now.
and then Dan stopped making errors because he's good, and
Dan's good.
We didn't, and that's what happened.
All right. All right. Thanks, Tom.
I'm sorry. I'm blushing because of what Ari just said about blowing your load early. God damn it.
You shouldn't be
Edge.
surprised.
No,
Edgewood,
she did not. Oh,
Edgewood West.
No, I'm
the lower
scared.
field. 7 p.m. Jazz House, 926.5 Massachusetts. Come on down every Tuesday and give Cougar shit, because
I deserve it.
that's what we all do.
Yeah.
They had 1. Lawrence Shirt Factory had more than that. They had 17 more than that, actually. They had 18.
18 total.
Yep. Rick.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Rick?
Lawrence Shirt Factory. Lawrence Shirt Factory. So I imagine a dilapidated warehouse, a rickety staircase up to the 3rd floor, a room full of children dressed in rags between the ages of 8 and 13. Poor lighting, even poorer ventilation, sewing machines and looms going clack, 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 clack.
love wings.
And in the corner, the kickball team, clustered around a very large table, cackling over their gold coins. Hey, I had to say something, right? None of that's true. None of that describes those guys. They were a really fun team to play. They gave us a major ass whooping. My kids learned a lot, and they were really fun. And I let Lawrence Shirt Factory, I'm not going to call them Happy Shirt anymore. They played great, man. I mean, they scored 18 runs on us, and sometimes, when that happens and you're coaching, you look over the game and you think, okay, how many runs did we give up on errors? And in that game, we gave up probably 8 runs on errors, but they scored 10, and man, I don't know how we would have defended against those 10 runs.
Yeah.
So they're a very, very good team and a lot of fun to play, and they're definitely going to be a team to beat in the ones.
You did have 3 scoreless innings on them, though. You shut them down for 3 innings.
Yeah, we loaded the bases a few times,
You shut them down for 3 innings.
Right, yeah. And offensively, we did okay. I don't make any excuses at all. We were all on the same ball diamond, but I think the grass field, it was all grass, and I think that might have given my kids who are baseball and softball players, women's softball players, it kind of, no excuses.
No, I noticed kind of the same thing, is that the grass is a change. It's a big change of pace for teams that haven't played on it.
It's different. The Lawrence Short Factory guys were very gracious and very complimentary of my team, and they're like, oh, man, Rick, you guys are close. You're really close. And I'm like, not so much, but not against you guys anyway. But I do want to say that it's awesome the way that on the website you can click on your team name, and then going back to 2012, you can see, how your team did in every single game with the scores and stuff.
Yeah.
I clicked through mine, and the last time we had a differential, if you will, an ass whooping like that one was in 2013, and we were terrible in 2013. So Happy Shirt's really, really, Lawrence Shirt Factory is really, really good. And I just do want to say that Steve Harder, I reffed him 2 weeks ago, played against him this week. He's playing as good as I've ever seen this guy.
Yeah.
And after the game, I'm like, God, what is with Steve? And then I realized, oh, I know. He's got a cute new girlfriend.
Not that new. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it.
Cute enough.
I'm a little thrown by this, actually, because he seems to be throwing the ball as fast as ever, but I assume his arms aren't getting as much of a workout as they used to.
True.
God
That's a
damn it.
That's a stat. There's a note on the score sheet that said in the 5th inning, or some inning, Sarah Weisel got nailed in the chest with a kick by Frank, and it directed straight to home to get an out. Very impressive. So way to use your boobs, girl.
Yeah, just less reps there, Ben. Less reps.
Less reps. Oh, gotcha.
All right. Dadbury Park, Upperfield, 5 p.m. Lucky Berry 6, repetition copy 7.
Shocking.
Derek!
Explain yourself, Derek.
Derek, who thinks Dan is overrated.
No,
He's
walk-off for repetition.
It just sucks.
Oh, that's right.
For the record, Dan sucks at kicking at the cans. He is a hidden
You
talent.
didn't say that the first part. You said
Don't
it first.
redirect your game towards
You should have
Dan.
said that for the first place. You didn't. You just said sucks. That
Oh
was
no,
it.
we were talking about him sucking at kicking the cans,
I didn't hear
I
that
just
part.
said he did not win.
and I
You
said what you were
You said
really
Derek
thinking.
sucked. I mean, Dan sucks. You didn't say
No,
the
I love
Dan
Dan.
part. I know.
No, you don't.
Steve
You clearly
Harder
don't.
sucks. Steve Harder sucks. Dan is a
Oh, meet you
Gem.
outside.
Oh,
Erie's going to fight you after this.
he was like one of 3 people in the league I wouldn't
Aaron
talk
gets
back
mad when
to.
Harry,
I heckle
his honor.
Steve. She's
I
like,
how
you need to leave
I
him
like how
alone.
you covered your mouth and what went directly into the mic.
Right there.
And you stared directly at Ari when you said that.
You tell Steve I said that. He isn't listening to this, but you tell him.
One of these days he will listen.
As far as the game goes, back on topic. I didn't hear what he said. As far as the game goes, Repetition Coffee played excellent. They just outplayed us on that 9th inning. Like we were pretty tit for tat, I think, through most of the innings, and I don't know what part of the lineup they're in, but I assume it was the strongest because it was definitely some of their best kickers. And we were up by 2. They loaded the bases up, and we couldn't quite convert the outs. And then, next thing I know, it's the winning runs on third, and all they had to do was push it out to the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, it was super close. And Repetition went up first, but then Lucky Berry evened it out, went ahead. And Repetition's kicking a guy at the bottom that has decent skills, and that's what they hit first batter in the bottom of the last inning. And so everybody got on base with it was just a series of singles to score 3 runs to end the game.
There was no huge errors. I know my lady Lauren Bashirs, she killed it at first base.
Yeah, defenses were really good.
You guys played 5 girls.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. 5 fucking girls.
All right.
I know. I think Lauren had a standing double at first, a double out, and then.
Yep. Yeah, and all
I know
the gals.
Dottie. She played with us a couple seasons ago on when we were merchants, but she filled in this week. And I know some of the Red Lion ladies were like, "Who's that lady? She got such a huge
Nick
arm.
Lerner
She
is
kicks so
convinced
well."
that those girls aren't going to play for your team next year. They're going to be on like a top 5 team.
Please bring those girls
could
to
happen,
the
it could happen.
girl-on-girl clinic.
But no,
Okay.
there was nothing. We did what we needed to do. They just outplayed us in the 9th inning. That was all
Yeah,
it was.
it was both teams played really well, but I do have to give Repetition some real credit here because in addition to coming back in the end and winning, it seemed like the close calls in the game went against them. They got they got
we had that
burnt.
one at home.
Yeah, there was
the
an
basic
interference call at home that
Yeah.
was pretty bang, but we ended up calling the gal safe because Adam was standing on the plate. And then there was I think it was a couple really close plays at first too,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
All I know is I need the Rockets to win this Sunday to get us in a weird 3-way.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about
We're
that.
gonna talk about
Oh,
that.
trust me, we got
So,
it
okay.
circled.
So let me ask this for the panel. Repetition. Biggest win of their franchise history?
Biggest what?
Biggest win?
Biggest win
I
of
would
the
say so.
franchise.
For
Yes.
sure. For
I would
sure.
say so. Oh, Bryce. got
It's not
some-
even your game, Bryson.
I
What are you
know.
doing up
I
here?
have some, I would like to say, week 2, I came up here after we played Repetition,
Yeah.
and I said
He did say
that they
this, I
were way
remember.
better than anybody thought they were.
I remember.
When we played them. I mean, the game they played against us would have beaten John Denver. I kid you. I mean, they played fantastic. I mean, they have some very good players on their team. It looks like, this all plays out, there'll be a 4, I think, if maybe. it'll be
4 through 6.
probably-
It's not been
probably
decided.
be a
We'll talk
4.
about
We'll
that.
talk about later.
Yeah.
4 through
Okay.
6,
Yeah,
possibly.
okay.
Possibly.
Probably be a 4. And I think any one of the 4s that has to play them has something to watch out for.
Yeah.
So that's my take.
Thanks, Bryson. I remember that. It was the week 2, so don't need to check the tape. So I remember.
All right.
Yep.
Dad Perry Park, Upperfield, 7 p.m. Red Lion 10, kicking assets 1. Ben.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we
Marissa.
had a grudge match.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Marissa, get up here.
Marisa.
Hardy.
Uh-oh.
Aaron back there yelling for reggae.
Feelings
Remember
got hurt.
her
on the
Marisa's
couch.
pieces. Marisa.
Oh, boy.
So Ben and I are officially broken up now.
Oh.
Okay.
News to me.
I'm glad you broke it
I
on the
waited.
podcast. In front of all these people.
Man, what a fun game. I mean, we all sat together and I tried to get their entire team just completely wasted, which made them play even better. So just bad
It's a
move
bold
on my
strategy.
part.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the
It would probably take a lot
counterintuitive
of
strategy with Red Lion.
But really, it was like all it took. I am wearing a Red Lion shirt right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn it later though. So, no, I mean the fact that it just was like one errored play really.
Yeah.
Made we got 3. That was where they got their
Yeah,
6
because
or
of their
7, something
aggressive
like that. Yes,
running.
Nick
Yes,
learned,
one small
seriously.
mistake is going to turn into a run or like a double or triple or something like that. Yeah.
And it really
They'll make
went
you
both
pay,
ways. It
essentially.
was hyper aggressive running by Jared and Nick and
No way.
Yeah. And they were
Jared,
yeah.
hyper aggressive on the base pass?
And Brandon
No!
Brandon was like a
This-
foot from third while
This
Ubi was
is
there.
all news to me.
Ubi scored, so we got 2 runs out of that because she's with child. So
Right?
Yeah.
For 2
counts
now.
for 2.
Yeah.
And then on the
Spoiler
other side,
alert.
Jimmy, who I think is one of the best players in the league, got out twice on 2 super close plays. Once sliding it home, and then once at second where the ball did or did not hit his foot while his other foot was on the bag. It was hard to see from where I was, but it was a close call. But yeah, it was that one error where they dropped it and Brandon was hyper aggressively running, and it
Really?
cost him 2, and then Jimmy's 2 probably. This game could have been a lot closer. So this kind of gets into what I was what Rick was saying, which was I think the grass might have fucked with them a little bit, just because it's a newer team. They're not as used to playing that game. So.
Definitely. But also, we had like our entire team there for like the first time ever, so
Yeah.
that was great. But
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good, but just not the result.
yeah, not the result.
All right.
Thanks, Marissa.
Yeah, they're much better than they were at this point last year, though.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Okay. Broken Arrow Park, 5 p.m. River City Matadors 20, Rockets 0.
Oh,
I ref this game.
Okay, Bryson.
And back to week 3. I said Matadors are the second best team in our division. I stand by that. However, I would never put $1 on them because the chances of their whole team showing up this upcoming week
Yeah, no, we've talked about it many a time.
so low. I mean, I think they might have had like 6 people at 5 o'clock, and then like 5:04 came around, they had like 7, and then 5:10 came around, they had.
They wound up with 11.
Their score sheet's a mess. There's like 8 different scratch outs.
Hey,
I don't know who's coming. Who's batting?
Don't make fun of me, please.
Wait, what?
I filled that score sheet out. That was
Oh, that was you fucking this up?
yeah. Well, I mean, no. Read the bottom. Read the bottom, though. Read the bottom.
Blah, 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 buy me a drink. I
No,
don't know.
no. Santos.
Is that what that says?
Santos does not ever really know what he's talking about. I learned that. Like, he's like, no, this person's up, and I'm like, no, they're not. I mean, he questioned like every single inning who was up, and I was like, this is who's up, Santos, and he questioned it every inning. But they're a good team, and I would definitely expect them to beat JDE this upcoming week.
Really?
All right.
Thanks, Bryson.
I was talking to Tim Campbell at the game of the week, and he seemed pretty confident that they can pull this off this week.
Okay. Broken Arrow Park, 6:30. Drop Stoppers, 13. Brew Ballers, 7. Anybody see this game or who? Who's here?
Taylor.
T, come on up, man.
T, you want to come up and talk for the first time ever?
Forrest Gump, get up here.
T by proxy.
T.
Thumbs up.
Come
I
on,
guess not.
T.
I will say this about Drop Stars. This is our second win of the season. This is impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially the first win against Corksuckers. So, and they have a possibility of going for 3-2 in the divisional play.
Yeah, and it's consistent up and down the lineup, and throughout the game where they were scoring runs.
Yeah. All right. We'll go Broken Arrow Park, 8 p.m. John Denver Experience, 5. Geezer's Good Neighbors,
look, Bryson's on the mic
11.
again.
Since no one has anything to say about this game, we'll move on to the Lions West. Bryson, go ahead, man.
I've been thinking about how to start this one off, and I'm going to start with this. Sorry.
Start it with
That's
a shot
unlucky.
of humble.
Okay, well, the start of this podcast, Ben said, well, we could have just replayed the Week 1 podcast. And I would like to review some things that were said in the Week 1 podcast. All of you did not pick Geezer's Good Neighbors to finish first.
Correct.
Ben, you picked Geezer's Good Neighbors to finish third.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
It's
we
okay.
did.
Yep.
I understand. I mean, feel free to doubt me. To start this game, I read the following speech off to my team. Where's Rick at? I quoted Rick here in this speech. Not meaning to offend anyone by these wide margins. It's just that I have refed both JDE and LG, and they possess some of the most powerful offenses I've ever seen in the KVKL. Correct me if I'm wrong. Avery and Shahir went 0 for 8, correct?
Who?
Shahir and Avery?
Yeah.
0 for 8.
Looks like it.
Josh
Correct.
went
They
1.
went 0 for 8. Correct.
Josh went 1 for 4, I think. Maybe 2 for 4.
It's hard to
One for
tell
four,
on one
correct,
of them.
correct.
1
yeah.
for 4.
Yeah.
All right.
It looks like 2 for 4.
Yeah, I can't tell because
Oh,
one of
wait,
them's
yeah,
scratched
yeah.
out.
It's 1 for 4.
One's
Yeah,
4.
1 for 4.
Okay. The point of this game is don't ever doubt my team. We showed up to that game ready to play, and JDE was talking crap, and I started talking crap, and there was a lot of yelling going on.
No
They're not.
way.
They're not a good team. Their coach. They're led by some good players, but they're not a good team. And honestly, that was our second easiest game of the year. So that's all I have to say about
Do you
that.
think they'll struggle in the twos? Do you think they'll struggle?
They're not going to be a 2. They're going to lose the Matadors. They're going to be a 3.
Oh my.
But Bryson, what championship did you win as you got out?
Okay, I won the Mosasaur division, did I not?
The what?
I am a Mosasaur champion, am I not?
Yeah,
What's a mosasaur?
pretty,
Is that a
pretty
dinosaur?
sure it's locked in
That's
now.
a
isn't it?
Yeah, it's locked up.
Yeah.
Mosasaurus?
All I know is you're going zeros and the ones. You're gonna get a.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, that's easy.
Here we
That's
go.
really easy. That's really easy for someone who lost 20-1 to KTC to say. So.
I haven't even got to that game
Fucking
yet.
care, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're going 0.
If I can be humble by proxy, I owe Bryson like $5 for $5 and a bottle of Jack Daniels. So I learned my lesson.
But you won like 2 weeks in a row, though, right?
Shh! He'll never bet with me again if you.
Aaron, are these doubles? What did you get me? Are they doubles?
Lions West,
Fucking dumb.
5 p.m. Love Garden Squids, 32. Posh Wash, 8. Wow.
The scores this week were relatively restrained, except for this one.
Yeah.
Mr. Friedman and Miss Adams.
Aaron. Go ahead.
I didn't play much this game. I was having a hard day. So I basically zoned it out. In the 7th inning, I thought the game was over. I literally thought we already played 9 innings. So I went home early and didn't even see the next game. But Love Garden destroyed us mentally pretty early on. And
way to go, Jake.
Yeah, they got us pretty good. I will give a shout out to my teammate Morgan, who burned you guys in the outfield. I don't know if you remember that. She got you pretty good. And
a lady burned?
Of course, they all saw a lady come up to bat and they squished it in the dirt, and we got him. We got him pretty good.
Yeah.
And then another shout out to my boys for not letting us give up and quit and roll over when they took a big lead on us, because I'm normally the person on the team that keeps us hyped, and I just didn't have it this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obvious reasons. Yeah.
So,
Understandable.
Congratulations, Jake. Good game.
You guys pitched a no-hitter in the 2nd inning.
Alexis did? Ooh. Oh, shit.
Jakob.
Yeah, I thought it was a really great game for us. I think, like Aaron said, it was definitely not the best Posh Wash team that they could be. I think their best game gives us a much more competitive game than the team that showed up, and I guess they were also missing some players and also dealing with some outside stuff. But I think Love Garden's offense right now is playing at maybe a higher level than any other offense in the league. We still have to work on our defense. We're probably got like the 10th best defense, but if we can pick that up, I think we're pretty good.
If I can officially go back and change that poll you made, if I can go in and tell you which one is me, can you have me put Love Garden at number 2?
Yeah,
Do that for me out of 36?
I'm already giving us like a few extra nudges.
Yeah, put Love Garden way up.
Hold on, Jake. There's notes in the
Yeah, I love the way that's written.
Great catch by Julie, bottom 9. I want to hear about it. And it says also Jake.
It says okay, also Jake.
Also Jake. Jake's just okay.
Well, so in the bottom of the 9th, you can say it.
So it was the bottom of the 9th.
Okay, Rick.
No, I think there was like one out. It was bottom of the 9th. I was playing left field, and some dude kicked it somewhere. I don't know who kicked it. I don't know.
To left field.
To left field, and I'm like...
It was John.
Okay, John kicked it to left field, and it was like all the way like foul. I'm like, uh-oh, shit. And I'm like running for it. I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm going to get it, but I'll put my arms out and see what happens. And then I caught it.
That sounds like every flyby I guess. I know what's gonna happen.
That's what happened.
Yay,
thank you.
Yay, ladies
like,
playing in the
Major
outfield.
League when Marty takes over for the play-by-play for just like a half.
Oh yeah.
He's like fly ball.
And Julie
Out. Caught.
Well caught.
I also am going to be helping out with the women's ground girl outfield.
She'll show you how to
I will
catch
show you
outfield
how to
balls.
do it.
Yeah. Hey Julie,
All right.
Julie, real quick, who is gonna win in your guys' game against Geezer's Good Neighbors?
Love Garden.
There we go. And
All right, Lions West,
no.
7 p.m.
Oh, jeez.
Jackpot 9, Muddy Water Studio 2. I guess I played in this game, but I really don't remember much. Simone is here also. Usually, like, Muddy plays us really, really tough. It was tied 1-1 after the first inning, and we kind of just started dinking and dunking in terms of like getting our runs going. So, Simon?
Yeah. Also, thank you for whoever took the score sheet and cans home, because I completely spaced that. So I don't know who did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so like we started off the first inning, we were visitors. CJ and Colin got out.
Yeah,
So I started a 2-out rally because I'm better than both of you. and then I scored. And then the same inning, they scored their one out of 2 runs.
Yeah.
And then we kind of just, I don't know.
Third inning, we
Pretty
scored
uneventful
3.
game.
You also kicked 4 ladies.
Yeah,
we did 4 ladies.
I like
yep.
that.
Yeah,
I
So
like that a
Simon
lot.
was 4 for 4, and he scored 3 runs. So he basically beat Muddy on his own.
Yeah, he's definitely
That's right.
man of the match there.
That's right.
Oh, so did Muddy. They kicked 4 ladies as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We both kicked 12.
But it was
I
a
thought we
pretty positive game, I think.
11. Yeah.
No arguments.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I wrapped this game, so I
Okay.
just wanted to.
My teammates repped this game for me so I could go home. Thank you, team.
Yeah, I thought the ref crew was really awesome. I was really nervous about repping this game just because I know that both teams have kind of a reputation to be kind of fiery.
These teams?
High strung.
Yeah. So
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So there was a really close.
We are the epitome of cool there.
Yeah, there was a really close play at third base where Richard on Jackpot got tagged on the brim of his hat as he was sliding in. It was a very, very close play at third, but the third base ref called it out, and Simon comes up to me. I was like, "Oh no, here it comes! I'm gonna get chewed out."
Yeah.
And but he just very respectfully made his opinion heard and accepted my answer, which was that I couldn't overturn it because I didn't see specifically that it was out or safe. So I had to go with my base ref there. And then later, CJ is coming in home, and there's a tight play at home where he's actually tagged out, and it sort of just skims off him. It's really close, but I'm in position, and CJ whips around and makes eye contact with me. I was like, oh no, here it comes. But again,
Then he just stuck his
but
tongue
he
out
just
and
kind of
went.
walked away. I think it was sort of recognized the situation. So both teams were actually super friendly, great to ref. So good on both of you guys.
All right.
Thanks,
Jake.
That's the only time someone's going to say that all season, so I will take it.
No, man, it's like what's that old adage? Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a team by the way it's acted. The past 10 years straight.
99 times out of 100.
Right.
All right.
Today is a new day.
Lions East, 5 p.m. Leafy Greens, 0. Free State Growlers, 10.
First win of the season.
Congrats, Seth, on getting the first dub of the season.
All right.
All right. Are we seriously? Does no?
I'm cheering for him. I got my first win
No,
of the season.
yeah, no. I am doing that too, but
really
no one involved in that game is here.
It's been a tough season for them. Ugh.
right.
Yeah, Red Legs Chalmers as we're repping. It's kind of
All right,
unfortunately.
Lions East, 7 p.m. Chalmers is 8. Red Legs 4. Anyone from that?
All I gotta say is I stopped picking Red Legs to beat Chalmers 2 years ago, so I'm done. So
Do you pick Chalmers?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
So the very first
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Jake.
yeah, exactly.
So because the Wildman and Muddy Waters game ended.
Jackpot.
Social. That's a social. Everyone has to drink if someone gets a name wrong on the podcast.
I don't know this wild man you speak of.
Yeah, Jackpot. Since they finished so early, I ran over to watch the game. At which point it was close. At the very end of the game, Red Legs were really in position to tie it. I think they got 3 or 4 runners on. It seemed really competitive.
You can't have 4 runners on.
Yeah, 3 on. The tying 3 on, and then the 4th runner was at the plate, which was the tying run. So I think it was a competitive game through and through.
Yeah.
But I also happen to know, I talked to Troy before the game, and they were really scrambling to find players. They thought they were only going to have 2 ladies. Until the end. So I think that they didn't have their full team. So that was kind of just a bummer because I felt like it sort of robbed the league of what could have been really, really an awesome match. So.
Yeah, I mean, those are the kinds of things that happen sometimes where you just don't have enough players in a big game.
I'm happy about the way this went because now Red Lion will get to play Red Legs and maybe in the rank 2.
Presumably.
Yeah.
Presumably, yeah.
And then the loser has to just go by the second half of their name.
Legs
gonna
and
be
Lion. Yeah.
Legs
Legs
and Lion.
Legs
Yeah.
and Lions. There you go.
All right. Yeah, that one's going to be tough. We're just going to make that one a pick 'em just because when I have to write it down, I don't know what I'm writing down.
Right.
Hold on, Cougar. You have a fireball shot in front of you.
On the way into the joke.
Yeah, nope.
Fine.
We're going.
Gosh.
Prost.
Why do y'all hate me? Why? Yeah, okay, Tom. Thank you.
All right. Hobbs Park.
Ow.
5 p.m.
Yeah.
Screamers 5.
It's gross.
Sacred S Word 1.
Screamers off the schneid.
Off the schneid. Congrats,
schneid,
Screamers.
man.
We got a screamer in the house. We have 2.
We have 2 screamers in the house. Usually when we talk, that's cool.
But enough about your private lives.
This was
How'd the
damn
game
close
go?
to a shutout, too.
Wah wah. So yeah, it was our first win of the season, I think, unless I had a blackout somewhere, which also possible.
Possible.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be a blowout for a while, and then somehow they scored one. Having to play 9 innings in the heat was hard.
Kickball's hard.
Kickball is hard. Kickball is so hard. Kicking all the balls, trying to be number 1, trying to be the best in the league when you've never won a championship. It's all hard. It was a really competitive game. Defense was really good. Honestly, both teams had a hard time scoring. I do want to say that I kicked a couple people in. Alyssa kicked a couple people in, and then Chelsea scored. So ladies were really what won the game on that.
Yeah.
Chelsea had a badass kick. I forget which inning it is because that was a long time ago. But
7th inning.
7th inning? Okay. So,
Double.
yeah, Chelsea got a double. And that, we didn't have anybody on base, so it didn't score. But Pat Fielder was playing shortstop, I think, and I forget who else was playing rover. But he was like, don't play that position, switch with me, come in. So Chelsea basically burned Pat on his I'm not retired anymore game. So.
Oh. Yeah, I'd
That was
watch out
fun.
for Chelsea. She's got Bruce Lee like leg power.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was literally like up high, dropped in the grass, like 3 or 4 feet in the grass, about a foot in fair territory.
Nice.
Gorgeous.
Nice.
And
All right.
retiring super hard, it never fucking happens.
Yeah. Unless you're like
Oh,
forced to
I will
retire.
say also props to Pat because his entire asshole scooted across the orange bag. He kicked it up first base. They tried to tag him out. He slipped on the ball, so he probably should have been out, but whatever. We're not going to argue it. It's okay. Because his entire asshole slid across the orange bag.
So he basically ran the bag like a credit card.
Yes, yeah.
All right.
I didn't hear a cha-ching, but it could have happened.
All right.
He did
All
score
right.
their only run. I suppose there's that.
Okay.
That sounds awful.
Does anyone want to toast to Pat's asshole?
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
The Pat's asshole.
Pat's asshole.
R.I.P.
Chris Ford?
Oh, yeah, 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, he played. Yeah.
Retired, air quotes.
Yeah.
Old,
Lawrence Shirt Factory.
old
Lawrence
Grandpa
Shirt Factory.
Kickball is retired, but still playing.
Yeah.
Who did Ford played for Happy Shirt, right?
Yeah,
The
he's
Lawrence
Happy
Shirt Factory.
Lawrence
yeah.
Shirt Factory. Yeah.
Lawrence T-shirt factory.
Yeah.
He did not play very well. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. That's nice.
Hobbs Park, 7 p.m. Goose 14. Asteroid Head 10. Wow, upset of the week here.
Upset. Yeah.
Well, I don't know
It's
about
up there.
that.
It's up there.
Yeah,
Based on
upset,
results to date, but I think at the beginning of
I
the
still
season,
say Lucky
probably
Berry
would've-
repetition is the upset of the week.
Yeah.
I saw the second base lady for the Ghosts make like fucking sliding catches and shit.
Lindsay rocked.
She's awesome.
Yeah. Mad respect to her. She made
much respect.
Okay.
I reffed this game. Please read the comment after this. Basically, I think it was the 4th or 5th inning. Both teams seemed to just like forget how to play kickball because it was like, I know in our team, we're like, don't do hero throws. They never work. Like, don't do them. You're not gonna be a hero. You're gonna be the letdown of the team. I don't think either team had that discussion because all of the runs were scored off of errors. Like, I don't think the scorekeeper could have even had enough room to write down the number of errors.
Yeah, it's true. Because Asteroid Head had 5 runs in the 5th inning, and the Ghost had 3 runs in the 4th inning.
Yeah, it was right in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
It was literally all hero throws. There was a couple. There was not a lot of bunting. There was a lot of kicking away, and then either tapped the fingers and went past the outfielder, or they were like, okay, we're going to try to hold them at 2, so we're going to do a hero throw and try to hit them, and then it goes
Wherever.
just
Awry.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a close game though. Asteroid Head actually took the lead in this game in the 6th after scoring
8 and 2,
9 runs in the 5th and 6th combined.
But tied the 9th.
It was.
And these score sheets are amazing. This is my score sheet keeper of the week.
Yeah.
I can't read the name.
She's a newer player from,
Sacred Sword.
Catherine
Her fucking
from
score
Sacred
sheets are
Sword.
money.
It's pretty.
Yeah, she was really
with
good.
the 5 runs at the top of the 9th by the Ghosts. Yeah.
She's got Sacred Scored Super
down
Score
10,
Sheet
down
game.
10-9, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
good job, Ghosts.
Okay. Hobbs Park, 9 p.m.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Game of the week.
Oh, shit.
Well, in name, it's game of the week. Hertz Eagles won.
Is that what it was? I thought it was Benny Hill versus Kansas Tree Care.
Kansas Tree Care had 20.
I'm telling you, man, that 5th inning, I felt at a certain point I felt bad. It was just like a comedy.
should have.
It
You
was
should
just like a
have.
comedy of errors. That aside, the game didn't seem too bad, but that one inning was just I don't know.
So
I don't know
my-
what was going on.
My team had yips and whiskey for dinner. I don't know. Like, I had a lot of uncharacteristic, drops from my center fielder, from my first baseman.
Dave has some drops in the third base, too.
Right, no, I said first and center, and then I guess Dave had some too. Yeah,
And
it
Brian,
was,
too, at center shortstop, yeah.
I don't know, but we had whiskey pickleback Jello shots, painkiller
delicious.
Jello shots.
Oh,
They were delicious. I do wanna make a statement that Lou did not push me down at first. He tagged me ever so gently. I was trying to spin out of his tag and just fucking fell over. So Lou did not push me over.
No, you can say it. Lou is a bully.
No,
Lou's a jerk.
Lou tagged me with his balls ever so gently.
Oh, gosh.
I was
Oh,
I was
gosh.
trying to run through it and I fucking fell over. Lou did not hit me very hard.
That's good though. He's like the Kickball Jesus figure, so you basically were baptized by Lou's balls. We should all be so lucky.
Oh, sure. But yeah, no, it wasn't the best. I'll let Alex talk, and Julie wants to talk too. Go ahead, Julie.
Go ahead, Julie.
All right, go ahead, Julie.
Ari, I feel like you're selling your team too short. I mean, there was an amazing play you had where I love Janae,
Yes.
but she kicked it
Can you-
right
Oh, my
to you.
God.
And
Please.
then you just did a hut hike to first base and get Janae out. And she's a quick runner, too. So it's not all about KTC in Game of the Week. Sometimes the D-holes did pick it up for a few plays.
I was a long snapper in powder puff football from 96 to 99. Also, Amber Owens is playing right center for us and had some fucking amazing catches in the outfield. So
Yep.
props to Amber.
Yeah.
Go
All
ahead,
right.
Alex.
Alex Hammond
Alex.
representing the run.
Yes. Actually, the one thing I want to say about this game is that I've played many different top teams over the last 6 years of being in the league, and that was the most oppressive defense that I have played against.
Yeah.
They're good.
And yeah, have fun in the ones, guys.
How many?
They always have fun. What are you talking about, Alex? They always have fun.
Hey, I always have fun in the
Cougar,
one.
have you
Yeah, those
looked
are
at
fun.
this? How many runs have they given up so far? 4?
What's that?
I think it's 6.
Here, I'll do that math.
It's not
You
a
guys
lot.
talk, you guys talk.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's 6.
So two
Yeah.
quick things.
6? Okay. Thank you,
MVP
Chelsea.
for the entire night is definitely got to be Dave Owens, who was shaking the fence every time Amber went up to bat and was like, "My wife is fucking safe. Fuck you guys. She's the best player out here." With a bottle of wine in his hand the entire time. It was amazing. Also, thank you to Ryan from the Sluts. The national anthem was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes,
He was
thank
great.
you. We
He was
had-
great.
Noah,
Yeah, we
I know
had-
you're here. Come up.
We had half.
Get up here.
Yeah.
Get
come
up
on,
here, Noah.
Mr. McKee. Hey, by the way, Noah, your mother voted you as the nicest player in the KVKL. That was her, yeah.
I was wondering. I'll be honest. I was like, why did I get that vote? I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because your mom voted
mother
for
I was
you.
gonna say it's
Yeah.
clear
It-
because
it's
your
true.
mom likes you more
It's
than Alex.
true. By the way, it's so true.
I thought maybe somebody caught me in a drunken moment in fall ball. I was having a good time, but no, I was surprised to get that vote. But I don't know. Yeah, our defense was. I don't know. It's fucking solid, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I called it like the pick six in the first inning because we got up 7-0 and just sort of stole momentum. And
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We kind of knew in the dugout, like, well, what are the odds we give up 8 runs in this game, and we still got however many innings to, add
Yeah.
on. So we were comfortable early on.
Yeah.
And it just sort of spiraled from there.
Yeah, that fifth felt like kind of an aberration just because of the uncharacteristic errors. But the problem that I see is that if you guys score 7 in the first, the other team doesn't feel like they're. I mean, it's over.
Yeah. It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, and you had people button like in the 7th. Come on, just fucking suck, Bunny.
Yeah. It was.
Well, fuck you, Alex.
Team dissension.
You're not a captain.
Team dissension.
I don't know.
But Alex did well. He scored a run and everything.
Yeah.
What the fuck does he care?
Yeah, right? He got our one fucking run. Thanks, Alex. Not a shutout. Not a shutout.
Wasn't there an impressive pickle by Kenny going to home plate? He dodged like a ball.
Oh, Kenny's always in a fucking pickle. He's so fast. No one's impressed by that.
No one's impressed by that? I was impressed.
Okay, so Kenny came up to me after my hike to first base. He was like, "Your play is better than mine." I was like, "Thanks, Kenny. I appreciate it."
Yeah.
Well, he's a humble
Get it.
guy.
I actually.
He is humble.
I
He's a
missed
humble
your
guy.
play. I was on first, running to second. And I just heard the crowd freak out, so I started rounding, thinking the
Yeah.
ball might have got away, and then so I missed your play, but I heard about it. So
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wish it would have been on video, but it wasn't.
yeah.
Also, Kenny had his shirt on this game, which I had no idea. Like, I could not recognize him for most of the game.
It was so hot out, and rumors before a game, we heard there's going to be a shirtless inning, and no one called it.
Yeah.
Where was shirtless inning?
I heard
Because
something about that
Steve
before the
from my
game, but
team
it
is down
did
to
not
get shirtless in
transpire.
those D-hole leggings. Like, he was ready to get shirtless, but whatevs.
I like this idea.
I disagree. Always be shirtless. No, I disagree. No. Hell no.
Thanks, Noah.
It was a fun game, Noah.
Thank you, Noah.
All right. All right. We'll do some discussion questions. Why not? Right?
Yep.
Who is your candidate for? Wait. Who is this?
Hello, my name's Ezekiel. I play for Love Garden. And first of all, I just wanted to say thank you for Jake for bringing me into the league. And I just want to also just say thank you to all of you. You're all really amazing. And
Debatable.
I honestly feel like I've created another family
Yeah.
while I've
Thanks.
been in just for a few weeks. And I really wish that Lawrence, like as a community, knew more about this. But what?
By the way, Zeke, how are those red cleats that Jake got you? They fit well?
Yes, they.
Good. That was me that got it for
Thank-
Jake.
thank- see,
oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Exactly. You didn't even know me, and you helped
Yeah,
me
yeah.
out. and I
Did they
just-
fit?
This is
Yeah, they
Uncle
fit.
Uncle
They're-
Cougar.
Good. Fantastic.
You're my new favorite player.
Thank you. Well, I just honestly,
You're
I just want
adorable.
to say,
I love you.
I just thank you to all of you.
Absolutely.
And you're all amazing. And once again, go Love Garden. Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
probably going to be the guy with the red cleats.
You were doing so well up until that last statement.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have a drink to myself.
All right. First discussion question. Who is your candidate for most improved team? Start with Ben.
It's got to be repetition for me after the showing last week.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
really see as a couple that there's a couple. It's either them or Matadors.
Okay. Coog?
I'm going to go with kicking assets. And the reason why I said, I know they won the plate last year, and I know they're the highest seed ever to win the Dying the Plate, and that'll probably never record be broken. But last year
Sandbaggers.
what's that? And they had no wins in divisional play last year, and this year they already have 2, including an impressive win against Jazz House. So even though with the plate an impressive run, I still say they're the most improved from last year to this year, especially improved since that game of the week comeback loss to the homies in week 3. So credit to you guys there, Reese. Good job. So
Okay.
Yep.
Woo! Ari.
Woo! Exactly.
I'm going with, and this is not from like last year to this year, but like from conception to this year.
Okay.
Lady Bird, because once
Yeah.
Grant turns like 18,
Yeah.
he's now like what, 23?
Not old as hell now.
Like 22.
How long has
22.
Grant been here? I don't know, but ever since Grant joined the team, like it's just he's like, hey, let me bring in my young athletic friends, and so I'm going with Lady Bird as most improved team from the last 4 to 5 years.
Was Aaron?
What?
I just want to say that Stacy is the best producer of KVKL players.
Yeah.
Oh.
Her womb. is unlocked.
produces
That shit's unlocked.
really good shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God! How
Yeah.
old's Elliot now? I mean, he's already in music videos.
Yeah.
Get him in kickball. Let's
It
get
makes
him in
it
kickball.
makes it so fitting that you said since their conception as opposed to their inception. Like they've been since they were an egg. Lady Bird has been
Since Stacy made these babies.
right.
Oh my gosh.
Bryson.
Bryson.
I asked the question, so I feel like I deserve the opportunity to answer the question. I've only been in the league since week 6 last year, and I don't want you to get a big head about what I'm about to say. But we played D-Holes in the second round of the playoffs last year, and I thought they were abysmal, in all honesty. But watching them play KTC and like how they handled playing a team like KTC, I think and I watched them play a couple weeks ago, I think they're very much improved from where I saw them in the playoffs last year to right now.
Oh, they might have. I think you guys were short people in the playoffs, weren't you?
Yeah.
We were short people.
Yeah, like they're missing their third baseman and stuff like that.
I drove
so-
in from a wedding in Minnesota that day to play.
I mean, if you would have told me the team we played was like a second seed level team, I wouldn't have believed you. But like they look like a second seed level team.
No, what you saw was an aberration.
Yeah.
They for the past handful of years have been top 10 team.
We've been a 2 seed for the
They've
past.
come a
like,
long
4
way
or
from me
5
when we
years.
played Loud. The Rowdies
Yeah,
have come a
definitely.
long way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Is there a team out there that you feel has underachieved? And I'll go first because my candidate for most improved team and my candidate for team that's underachieved is the same team.
Oh.
I'm going with Muddy Waters. They were 3 last year, right?
Yeah. 3? I thought there were 2. There were 2.
Okay. They've definitely upgraded their talent compared to last year.
Agreed. Yeah.
Agree?
Yeah.
And
Isaac, yeah.
they've definitely underachieved because where they're at right now, they're going to finish most likely as a 3.
Yeah.
So that's my candidate for both. My reasoning behind it, because like they're a very talented team.
Yeah.
They're good, and if they played Lady Bird right now, if both things being equal, like if they were both at full strength,
Yeah.
I think that their best players are better than Lady Bird's best. players.
I agree.
And I think they would beat them.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Agreed.
yeah. So that's kind of my candidate for both. Ben.
No, everything is played out exactly according to plan.
Yes.
Really? Really, Ben?
I would expect that answer from you.
Right. No. I actually, the only reason I can't agree with you is because I still don't know what to make of Muddy. Because they played their 2 games against the 2 other top teams in the division. They were missing Isaac. Now he's obviously not
They were
everything.
missing more than just
Their
Isaac.
first
at the
team, they were missing 6 players.
Right.
Yes.
And
Because
as
the
Bryson
tournament
would
in
tell
Denver,
you,
they were all in.
right,
Yeah.
that Isaac isn't everything, obviously, but
No.
he does change the complexion of your defense. When you
Yeah,
have a right
definitely.
fielder that can basically run the ball in from the outfield faster than most people can run from third to home, it's a different kind of game.
Yeah.
So I still don't know what to make of them. I don't know if they're underachieving, overachieving, or sandbagging by roster at this point.
I just think it's more the absences that they've had when they've had them have affected their team more than most.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess I'll go with Free State.
Yeah.
That kind of sticks out to me.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, their only victory. Granted, it was a shutout this week, but it was the get healthy game, and I just expect better from the Growlers.
Okay. Coog.
Yeah, well, back to piggyback on Free State, they have lost so many players there. I think the reason why they gone from a 2 to a 3 down to a 5. But I'm going to say Lucky Berry. I actually had higher expectations for Lucky Berry, maybe because Derek Davis is now the captain. It's okay, they'll get their shit together. Things are better.
To be fair, he says that Dan sucks. So how his
But even so,
evaluation talent be
I
good?
picked them to be a 3. And for them, losses. Let's see. To Riverside Matadors, I was a little surprised because I thought maybe they could take them. Because Riverside Matadors, who knows if 8 or 7 players. John Denver experience, okay, a loss. The repetition loss, that was shocking. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said, give credit to repetition, the stepping at the plate, the comeback victory from 3 runs down to beat Lucky Berry. But I expect a little better, especially with Katie Marcus from the homies now on Lucky Berry. But she wasn't there. She was driving from Chicago back here, and she got there in time. But like I said, with Derek Davis, and I'm not being sarcastic, I thought it'd be more stability at captain. That'd be a lot better. So.
Okay.
You looking for me in the fives? Okay. Sweep my leg. That's fine.
Okay. There is a.
Oh, let Ari go.
There you
Miss
go.
me.
Ari. Sorry.
So I'm 7 drinks in, so you can't take any of this worth a grain of salt. Underachieved. I'm saying Johnny's only because they have a 1-3 record, but I think their team's full of.
I agree with you.
Their team. That guy with the legs.
Thank you, Tim.
I just think you guys are full of super fucking athletes, and yeah, when D-Holes played them week 2, it was 18-16. It was a wonderful game.
Yeah.
Our buttholes were like super tight. No,
How were they?
They super tight. I mean, they had a girl that kicked a double on our left center fielder, over his head. You know, they've got some good girls. They've got speed. They have fucking aggressive base runners, and so they should be more than a 1-3 right now. So Johnny's is my underachieved, but not underrated team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got a question from Jake, and it said, yes. It says that the average spread of the 2018 Game of the Weeks has been 21 runs.
Ouch.
Does this reflect a growing disparity between the teams in the KBKL? I'd say no, but this is the reason why. Woos versus Leafy Greens, I'm not that surprised that the game was that much of a blowout, only because Woos' best players are just miles ahead of Leafy Greens' best players, and in that game,
they had more new players than we thought they were going to have, and that was their first game in Game of the Week. Yes. Just like a rough intro.
And then Button Grind and Brew Ballers, I can't really speak to that game because I didn't see it. Does anyone have like insight onto it as to maybe why Button Grind?
I think Button Grind was. I think Button Grind knows they had the talent, but I don't think they expected to be up as much as they were, and so
they just kept attacking.
Yeah, and on top of that, I think Brew Ballers might have shit the bed a little bit. So
yeah, I mean
those two things combined was a blowout.
Those things kind of happen in games of the week only because when you're on that big of a stage,
and then the other two you've got
adjust better.
Yeah, Jackpot had a point to prove, I think, and so did Treecare.
Yeah, I mean, Ladybird, that's their first time on the big stage with the new look team that they have had in the past 2 seasons. And then they're playing against a team that really wanted to. We were motivated. We were definitely motivated that game. So those two kind of things helped. And the same thing with KTC and Hertz.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead, Bryce.
Can I ask a sub-question within that? I think some of it is that it's not even necessarily just a disparity across the league. It's just the matchup in the first 5 games for Game of the Week is just pure luck. I mean, you don't know what kind of team you're getting versus what kind of team.
Yeah.
And then I think, secondly, I don't think necessarily that there might be a disparity between just the overall league, but I think this season, I looked at kind of the previous seasons, the disparity between the 1s and the 2s this season, I think was much larger than it's been in the previous seasons. You guys against Ladybird, you guys are a much better team. And also, I think KTC proved they're a much better team.
It'll bear out in rank play, but I think the truth might be that it's the disparity between the top 3 or 4 maybe has grown versus last year or the year before. That's just a guess because it seemed like both Jackpot and KTC seemed like the best teams last year, but they had plenty of close games against other teams.
Definitely.
Yeah. Whereas this year, just based on the eye test, it seems like Love Garden, KTC, Jackpot have all gotten better. Yeah. And although everybody else...
and then Lawrence Shirt Factory, too. They look like they have something to prove this year.
And there are other teams that have gotten better in the bottom and in the middle, but probably didn't make as large gains as the teams that were already at the top made.
Yeah. So, and plus, too, it's very hard to schedule the first 5 weeks in terms of Game of the Week because there's so many restrictions and other things that go on behind the scenes.
There were a couple surprises, I guess. So teams are going to finish up, 2 ranks away as opposed to 1 rank away in a couple of those games. But otherwise, just uncharacteristic blowouts by teams that dominated each other.
Yeah. Okay. Just a lighthearted question to end this thing. What's your favorite thing about kickball? Ari. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Oh, God.
That laugh.
I left it blank because I was thinking about it all day. I guess my favorite thing is like my team is like a fucking mafia family, and like if you fuck somebody over, we're gonna like murder you and bury you like in a river somewhere. I don't know, like I don't know.
Cinder block shoes in the sea, or
cinder
what?
block shoes in the river somewhere.
Yeah.
We're fucking tight, and like we're tight all year long, not just during kickball. So.
All right.
Yeah. If you fuck somebody over, we'll be after you all year long. That's
Cool.
all.
I bet the Hamans are the ones that put the cinder block shoes for those people to go to the river, so I know those two. So cover that. For me, I'll be really honest with you. It's my form of exercise. That's it. My form of exercise.
All right.
I'm lazy. It clearly is not working. It's true. For the past 15 summers, it has not worked. My
dare
form
you, sir?
as a form of exercise, it has not worked. It's true. No, not really. So honestly, doing this for 15 summers, it really is everything there. You know, it started 2004. Started just whether it's signing up for KJHK for whatever. It's something to do every Sunday afternoon. You know,
Yeah.
It's a breakaway from monotony from a work week. I make the crazy drive from Overland Park to Kansas. You know,
It's not that crazy. It's like 35 minutes.
Oh, you really? How about the one from the airport where I used to work at, from Overland Park to the airport? That's 35 minutes. Airport, exactly. You're right. Airport to the Lawrence, 35 minutes, and then 35 minutes from Lawrence to OP. It's
Yeah.
Thank you, but you know what? It's worth it. It's so worth it. I could have done Kansas City, but you know what? I love you guys. That's what it is. So.
Yeah.
Aw, Cougar.
Thank you. Yeah.
For me, it's my teammates and all like my teammates from every team that I played on. Like I still see people from the team when I played for the Bottleneck in 2005.
Yeah.
So I still see them around, and it's great. We have definitely a camaraderie between all of us, and up until now, like I love all my teammates. So it's just the people that I love in this league. All right, Ben.
Yeah, there's lots. It's the off the field love that all the players have for each other when they're on different teams and competing at a high level.
Yep.
I love that one or two few games a year where your team gets to play just one of the best teams. So it's like a nice metric to weigh yourself against. It's always like an awesome time. I love watching the teams that start out at the bottom, kind of like Ari was talking about. Ladybird start out low and then work their way up through the ranks, like Repetition this year, like Ladybird over the years, like Kicking Assets over the past couple, and then also Cougar.
Yeah.
No, I love Cougar.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I was like, yeah, what's up?
Oh, what's up?
Right.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
All right.
It's a good blush, not the embarrassing blush like from Ari's mouth on
Not
her
like the embarrassing
foul
blush
mouth.
for
Blowing
Cougar's
your
Comedy
load.
Corner.
Oh God, blowing the load
Blowing
early.
your load
God
the first
damn it.
inning.
All right. Should we pick some games?
Yeah.
Let's do.
Okay. Before we just
Re-pick some games. That's right.
Yeah, there is one change for those who listen to the first podcast. There is a change, but we'll let you find out which one it is. Okay, YSC 1, 5 p.m. Grandstand versus Jackpot. Jackpot, right?
Jackpot.
Okay.
Jackpot.
Will you guys play hatball?
No.
Come on, man.
You only get so many reps. All right. YSC 1, 7 p.m. Brew Ballers versus Red Legs. Red Legs, right?
Red legs.
Yeah, Red Legs get healthy.
Red
Yeah.
legs.
All right.
Yeah.
YSC 4, 5 p.m. Geezer's Good Neighbors versus Lucky Berry.
It says
Which-
LYUK, says Lukey Berry?
Yeah.
Lucky Berry?
Yeah, we're going.
They need another win before they earn back that C.
Ben, what are you going to do? What do you got?
Are we actually going to pick this one?
Yeah.
Well, Bryson's gonna say something about it.
Yeah.
What's up,
Bryson's
Bryson?
here, maybe we can make him mad.
Daddy Warbucks.
I'll pick who
What you
Bryson
got? What you
picks.
got?
What is it, Bryson?
hold up.
Bryson bought 6 girl-on-girl tanks today from me.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you did.
I love the girls on our team.
Daddy Warbucks, he loves them.
And I actually pulled the girls aside last week, and I said, from here on out, you guys are going to be what wins us the games. Because, I mean, I think we're as good as every other team, but the girls, and all the girls in this league, I mean, you guys are what makes your team good, because you can't play without them. And
You're not wrong.
And if you guys don't show up, they forfeit.
No, he is
So,
not.
I have one thing about this game here. Cougar,
Yes, sir.
week 1, you picked Lucky Bear to beat us.
I
So
did.
I stand by you. You should stand by that because I think it's fun.
No, things have changed, man.
Things have changed.
We had no idea who was going to be on your roster.
We were better than them week 1. We're still better than them now. But
I would
I look
hope.
forward to playing him. I like Derek. He's a funny, outgoing guy. He's willing to say Dan sucks. So I think that's
You
kind of
both
funny.
got some great chops.
Yeah. I
You
would
gotta
say
get
we're playing hat ball already. We've already kind of decided we're going to play hat ball this week. We have some people who are trying to recover from some injuries.
Okay.
So
You should play hat ball and play without your gloves.
Yep.
I play without the gloves against everybody except teams who think they can beat us. And John Denver thought they could beat us, so I played with the gloves. But I look forward to it. I mean, it should be fun, but that's that.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you, Bryson.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
We're all-
Geezers.
Geezers. All right. YSC4, 7 p.m. First game in the Pick'em Challenge, which, well, I'll just do a quick update. Ben got the number right, the spread right. So
all
4-0. I went
Sheesh.
2-1. Cougar went 3-0. Ari went 3-0. Or we took the best score
God
from last
damn,
week.
are you serious?
Yeah, thanks, Kasabi.
Hey, girl, hey.
And then Ari, you're working with a 3-0 as well.
Yeah.
So you have to just keep that going.
So what is that? Is that like 10-2 for the guest?
I'm
pretty sure that's right.
I gotta
And
look it up.
10-2. I'm 2 games behind.
I still haven't caught up from the week I was gone. So
right.
yeah. Matadores versus John Denver Experience. We'll start with Ari.
So I did some serious research on these games before I made my pick today. Because week 1, both teams won 10-2.
Yeah.
Second week, I think it was John Denver.
Goats.
I wrote this shit down at 2 o'clock today at work, and now I'm drunk, so I don't know.
When you're drunk, you can't read your sober writing?
Yeah.
Nope. That was week 2. Week 3, Matadors only won by 1, and then John Denver's 18-5 last week. Yeah, I don't know. I picked Matadors because Santos pulled some shit off.
Okay.
Those tiny puppet hands pull some shit off. So, Matadors.
All right. All right. Coog.
I'll ignore what Aaron just said in the background. I have to disagree with Ari. John Denver, they'll be out for blood after the tough loss to Gee's good neighbors there, Bryson. I just think they have more talent than Matadores, so I'm going JDE.
Me as well. I think that JDE is better. Their best players are better than Matador's best players, so I'm going John Denver as well. Ben.
Well, seeing as that our guest is right more often than you guys are, I'm going with Ari and taking the Matadors.
Boo! All right. Lions East, 5 p.m. Ladybird versus Goose. Ladybird, right?
Ladybird.
Okay.
Well, I think this could be a good game, but yeah, I'll take
Really?
Ladybird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I think Ghost has improved a little bit over the past week or so.
Okay.
And
what was the cause of that?
chutzpah? I don't know.
All right.
Shalom.
All right.
But I also think this is the kind of like one of those, Ghosts will feel like they played like a nice steady game and stuff like that. Ladybird isn't perfect. It feels like they could score some runs back and forth.
Okay. Okay.
So
there you go. Lions East, 7 p.m. Liberty Hall versus Hertz Donut D-Holes. We're all picking D-Holes, right?
this is your hate fuck kickball award of the
You know
week.
what? I'm
right
going to say it
here.
right now. You
This
know
is
what?
the nominee.
Hold on.
Yeah, this is a nominee.
Go ahead, Eric. You want me to go first?
You go first.
Oh, you know what's saying right now? Pressure's on. Shut out. Good.
Oh,
Shut out.
Oh, yeah.
Shut
good.
out.
I mean, we had one hate fuck game already this year.
Yeah, if you could go 2 in the first
We're
5
going
weeks.
for a second one because our assholes are still red from last Sunday.
All right.
Pats. Not like Pats.
Yeah, you got to give as good as you got.
Yeah.
Bad. It was bad.
So I'm calling shut out.
All right. YSC 2, 5 p.m. Chalmers versus Corksuckers. We're all taking Chalmers, right?
Chalmers, yeah.
I'm so happy for Chalmers is making it into the ones this year.
What?
I said I'm so happy for Chalmers is making it into the ones this year.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Felt like they've been kind of
the one year I don't choose them to win the division.
Yeah.
Is the one they finally make it.
That's
So
right.
there we go. There we go.
Yeah, most fuckable.
10 years
and,
ago, that's right. You beat them.
Most
Slow ride.
fuckable, most winnable, Chalmers.
All right. YSC 2, 7 p.m. Second game in the Pick'em Challenge. Button Grind versus Drop Stoppers. Ben.
Both of these teams have been, I guess you could probably put into that, didn't expect to do as well as they have so far this year.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I have to throw out that game of the week.
Okay.
And that button grind game of the week was a little bit of an aberration, and I'm going to go with the Drop Stoppers in this one.
All right. I don't know. I'm just, no reason whatsoever. It's because I'm halfway drunk as well. Button Grind. Coog.
Well, here's the thing is that, I know I have a shot in front of a fireball in front of me. Hold on. In week 6 of last year, it was Leeway Franks that beat Where's My Pitches, was just now, that was their old team name. So with that being said, Drop Stoppers over Button Grind. Here's this fucking fireball shot. I hate you all.
All right. Harry.
Damn it.
I feel like I'm in the minority. I'm going to go with Button Grind because they had that very tight game with Corksuckers, so they're ready for a victory.
Yeah.
It came so close. I mean, they were ahead at the top of the ninth, so.
That's good. They only lost by 1 to Red Legs, too.
Yeah, Button Grind.
Yeah. All right. Holcomb Right, 5 p.m. Red Lion versus Jazz House. Is Rick still here? Yeah,
Hey,
get up
Rick.
here.
Who's going to win our game?
Who's going to win?
Where's Jazz House at?
Jazz House is at 926 and a half Massachusetts. Come on down every Tuesday. Rick?
Who's going to win? I have no clue. I think that Red Lions are a really great team. I reffed them once. They're really good at hitting their seams. We're really good at kicking right to people.
Rick reffed the game where we got our asses kicked.
Yeah, and I reffed the game where they got slaughtered. It was 9-2, but it wasn't really ever that close. And I just wish we were playing Red Lion like at 7 or at 9.
No, you're catching us at the
right,
right
guys.
time before we
Everybody
have a
know what
chance
I'm
to get
talking
drunk.
about here, right? Yeah. But yeah, we're going for a 3-way tie for second place, and then I'll let you all figure out who's the 2, the 3, and the 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Jazz House, and so is Rick, so we can get this 3-way tie going.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck it. Jazz House. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coop.
You 3 are crazy. And it's after 3 fireball shots, by the way. Fuck you all. No, I love you all. I love you guys. Seriously, I love you guys. Yeah, thank you, Aaron.
Cougar, before you pick, Holcomb Right is my least favorite field.
Yeah, okay, sure. No, Red Lions in the win. Red Lions in the win.
All right.
I mean, who doesn't love a 3-way, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Red Lion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cougar loves a 3-way.
Wouldn't know.
It's on
Would
YouTube.
not know.
It's on YouTube. He loves a 3-way.
All right. Holcomb Right, 7 p.m.
Oh my God.
Johnny's versus Homies.
Timothy. What do you guys say?
What's up, Legs? What's up?
As I said earlier of our game against Rats, the Johnny's team has been playing a little bit tight. So as the co-captain, I'm going to invite all of the Nick Lerner's homies, my old team, to meet us before the first inning at home plate to shotgun some beers. In remembrance of our lost friend Dana, and
Amen.
as well,
Yeah.
and
Amen.
just remembrance that this is all kickball and it's all
Absolutely.
for fun.
Yes. All right.
And for those who don't know,
Thanks,
Tim Frederickson is a former member of the Homies and the former teammate of the late Dana Shoup. So thank you, Tim.
Ben.
I love this game because this is like the crappy 90s remake of the Outsiders game. It's not the Outsiders, it's Johnny's Homies.
Not that one.
No.
I'll go with Johnny's for the Get Healthy game.
I just want to hear someone from Johnny's go, Homies, come out and play. I'm taking Johnny's.
Yeah.
Ari.
Did you pick?
No,
I'm going
Ari.
last. I'm going last. I'm going last.
I'm gonna go for the homies. Homies got
All
it.
right. Cougar.
I know, CJ. We talked. You know what? You guys know me and my tendencies on picking. I gotta say, but in members of Dana Shoop, the late Dana Shoop, rest of the season, RIP, buddy, homies by one.
Yeah! Oh, yeah, Cougar! Yes! Yes!
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Lions West, 5 p.m. Kansas Tree Care versus Rats. We're all taking KTC, right?
Yeah, this would be a good litmus test for the Rats, though.
Absolutely.
See how far
Yeah,
they've come.
Definitely.
No.
Lube up, rats. Lube up.
All right.
You don't, your butthole's gonna hurt.
Jesus.
My goodness.
We got drunk Ari in the house, and this is great.
It could be like this for the
Yeah, I don't know.
podcaster, Ari.
Even worse.
Ari, in the
Even
Rats'
Even
defense, a D hole already has a big hole right in the middle of it,
Oh my God.
and the Rat has a tail to cover that thing.
All
What
right.
the fuck, Tim?
Put some glaze on your butthole.
Oh,
That Rat's got natural protection.
yeah. All right.
I'm blushing 2 ways.
Lions West, 7 p.m. Reboot 10 versus Leafy Greens. Ari.
I didn't think about it. Reboot and Leafy Greens?
Yeah.
No, I see that.
Okay.
Let's see your records. Hold on. I'm looking at my records. Hold on.
Reboot's 1 and 3. Leafy Greens 0 and 4.
Wow, she is drunk.
Wait, where is it? I am drunk.
We'll come back to you,
Reboot is
Ari.
1 and 3. Leafy Greens 0 and 4.
Yeah.
Oh, reboot.
Okay.
All right, Coog.
Yep. X gonna give it to you. Reboot X.
Yes. I'm going reboot as well.
Yeah.
Ben.
Cougar's the worst.
I
am the worst, you're
I
right.
love Leafy Greens. They show up every week. They have fun. I know Chris is trying. They got a bunch of new players, and they're trying hard. They basically had to start over, even though they were a new team.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also feel like you're insulting the shit out of Thomas by making us pick this game. This seemed like one of those reboot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a get healthy game for reboot.
Okay. All right. YSC 3, 5 p.m. Kicking Assets versus Screamers. Last game in the Pick'em Challenge, so we're also picking the spread. We'll go Ben.
The results in our division have been very linear. Like, Screamers lost to us by 4 or 5, and Sacred Sword lost to us by double that, and then Screamers beat Sacred Sword by half that. It just seems like the numbers bear themselves out
It's
when
a
the
lot of
teams
math.
play each
It's a
other.
lot of
Yeah, I
math.
know, exactly. But they look like this is the one division where the results all seem to make sense when you look at them, and not just who wins, but what the scores are. And so based on that, I've got to take Kicking Assets by 4.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Fuck.
And now they're back together. There, Risa.
I'm going Kicking Assets by 2. Cougar.
Aaron, for starting with those fireball shots, Kicking Assets by 5.
Ari.
No, I'm not. No, I'm done. I'm driving, Aaron. I'm done. Nope. I don't care. No.
Sorry about your assets. Screamers by 4.
Let's get Cougar one more shot, and then I'll ride him home.
Wow.
Gosh.
All right.
This is what happens when I leave for 1 week in New York City, motherfucker.
Well, you heard it, Cougar. I'm a single man now.
Yeah.
Don't blow your load, Ben.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
YSC 3, 7 p.m. Sacred Sword versus Lawrence Shirt Factory. We're all taking Lawrence Shirt Factory, right?
Shut out.
Okay.
Top 3 team,
I'm
bottom
saying
3
it. That's
team.
2 shutouts. Why?
Which game are we on?
Lawrence Shirt Factory to the Sacred Sword.
Yeah, that's all Lawrence Shirt Factory. Yeah. Holcomb left, 5 p.m. Muddy Waters versus Asteroid Head. We're all taking Muddy Waters, right?
Muddy Waters.
Muddy.
I know we might have done that with that Ladybird game against Asteroid Head, and that turned out to be pretty close, actually.
And Holcomb Right?
Holcomb Right.
Yeah, it's Holcomb left here.
Holcomb left.
Yeah, so you got to remember,
left?
Asteroid
Left.
Head has people that can kick it over the fence and take the defense out of play.
Hope they don't have that wind, just like as Ladybird 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I'm with you. I think it's muddy, but all I'm saying is don't disrespect Asteroid Head. They've put up good scores against good teams.
Watch out for Thrasher. We're watching.
Yeah. All right. Holcomb left, 7 p.m. Woost versus Love Garden. We're all taking Love Garden, right?
Love Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dan, it's gonna be hot, so just take your shirt off. It's fine.
Hobbs, 7 p.m.
Oh my gosh.
Poshwash versus Free State. We're all taking Poshwash, right?
Yeah.
I can't believe at one point there was a pick'em game.
Yeah.
My times
Week
have
1.
changed.
Yeah. Week 1. This
What
was.
the fuck were we thinking?
Yeah.
I know. What the fuck
I'm
we're thinking.
glad we
got
did
Poshwash.
not go through with it.
2017 Free State would have beat them, but not 2018. So
Yeah.
Poshwash.
All right.
2016
Actually,
maybe.
they
I don't
lost.
know.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Poshwash beat Free State last year.
Yeah. You're thinking 2016.
16.
16.
I'm getting my years mixed up. It's fine.
Yeah, they're all running together for all of us. Hobbs, 9 p.m. Game of the week. What are you doing, Coog?
No, it's the divisions.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Coog, you want to talk about this game?
Oh, yes. You know, when people look at the game of the week between, a repetition and Ragas, people are like, ho-hum, it's just that game. Not so fast, my friends. Because in this division, what's the name of this division? It is the Mosasaur of the division. This is the fight for the 4, 5, 6. Because repetition is 1 and 3. This is super hot. It's a super hot, exactly. And also, Lucky Berry is 1 and 3. Rockets 0 and 4. So, if Rockets beat repetition in the game of the week, in week 5, that means a 3-way tie for 1 and 4. And that means the tiebreaker will go, they'll all beat each other. Tiebreaker goes to runs allowed. If I'm not mistaken, is that correct? Runs allowed. So here is
Runs allowed between those teams.
between the two teams, exactly.
Yeah.
So here is the.
Well, I mean, unless Lucky Berry beats Geezer's Good Neighbors, I don't.
So here, Lucky Berry so far, I've allowed 9 runs total to the other two teams. Okay, repetition, they allowed 6 runs to Lucky Berry. That's 6. Rockets allowed 7 to Lucky Berry. So right now, Lucky Berry's done because they already played the two teams. They're at 9.
So they're hoping for a high-scoring game here if the Rockets win.
What's that?
They're hoping for a high-scoring game if the Rockets win.
They're having a high scoring game, exactly.
Right.
So Derek, you better hope for something wacky.
Yeah. So this could be if Rockets
Do
win.
your
then-
mojo magic, voodoo
Yeah.
magic thing, whatever.
Like
Derek.
10-9 in the first inning, and it's academic for them.
Bryce in the second.
Oh, Bryce,
is
what's
that
going
the
on?
mic?
Cougar, I've always really respected your analytical mind. I majored in analytics. I appreciate your whole power indexes and stuff like that.
Sure.
But this is all really simple. Repetition's going to win this game.
Right.
And what I will say is I said it last week when we talked about what division's the best. The Rockets will win the 6s. They're not going to win this game, but they'll win the 6s in my
Really?
opinion. Yeah, and I think
Sixes,
I
okay.
think they're a decent bad team.
Yeah.
And I think they play just too many girls at positions that they probably should be moving them to other ones, and I think that's kind of been their detriment.
So you
some of
think
these
girls
games.
can't play like the
I
male
do not
positions?
think that.
Is that what you're saying?
I think their girls are not good enough to play the positions.
Here's the
they're
problem.
playing.
I think the Rockets have been in the league a lot longer than Repetition Coffee. So
I agree,
I'm going with
yeah.
the Rockets because they have the seniority. They've got people that have been there longer than Repetition.
Here's the issue with the Rockets.
Yeah.
The Rockets last year were the 4s. You know how many games they won in ranked play in the 4s?
Probably 0.
0.
Yeah, I believe it.
So if they're going to be in the 6s, you better hope that they win at least 2. Or you say you win, win the 6s.
I mean, in your opinion, who in the 6s would beat them?
What's that?
Who in the 6s would beat them?
We mean beat them.
Who in the 6s do you think would beat them?
Who in the 6s would beat them?
Beat the Rockets?
Nobody.
That's a good question. That's a good question. Sacred Sword, Leafy Green.
No.
Grandstand.
Sacred Sword is capable of one good game.
They're 3-0 right now.
I'm going to list the 6s. Liberty Hall.
No.
Let me go again. Let's see.
I think you're crazy. You've been in the league for 2 years.
Grandstand.
I mean,
I
not
think
even a
you're
whole
fucking
year
nuts.
yet.
season and a half.
Yeah, there's two. It's Sacred Sword and Brew Ballers are both capable of having a good game where they could beat them.
Yeah. And Brew Ballers, that's the other one.
Well, I stand by it. Rockets will go undefeated in the sixes.
So you might be right, Bryson. You might be right.
Assuming they lose this game, but I don't disagree.
You might be right.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Ari,
Yo.
who you got?
Oh, Rockets.
Coog.
Uh-oh, Julie.
Can we have a break to say again, hey guys, we're selling burritos at Game of the Week.
Oh,
For those
thank
who
you,
just
thank you.
tuned in,
Lisa
for
Frank
Lisa
Kickball,
Lisa
your nationally ranked Lawrence women's kickball team.
I think we've moved up in rankings too. We're like top 15 now.
We went to the Final Four in Denver.
Yes.
We're selling burritos
We
on
lost
Sunday.
in the semifinals. So, and we're selling burritos as fundraisers to get us to go to more tournaments.
I will be $5.
$5 for a burrito. We have vegan, we have vegetarian, and we have meat lovers options.
And I'll be posting a sweet, sweet flyer that has a cat riding a unicorn eating a fucking burrito.
I think I'd rather listen to you describe that than actually
First
see
of
the
all,
photo.
I'm gonna post it right now.
First of all, does these national rankings, Julie, are they RPI standings or no? Is there RPI?
I don't know.
They're
There's a website that has
Cougars
us
challenging the
Is there
legitimacy
RPI?
of these
If there's no
rankings.
RPI, no. If
Check
there's
out
no
Kickball
RPI, it's not that.
365, and
It's
Lisa
more like a
Frank Kickball
Sagarin
is ranked
formula.
15th out of like a whole bunch of teams. So
Out of what? Is there RPI standings or not? Is there BPI?
It's BCS, like the first iteration
Oh,
of the BCS
screw that,
standings.
Brody. Get that noise out of there. I want real stats like mine. Yeah, I'm, honking on myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's no RPI, get that shit out of there.
No joke, those burritos are
whatever.
good when we've had them before.
I want
All
stats.
right.
Like
All
me
right.
and Bryson, we want stats.
Coog, who you got?
No. I gotta say, repetition over Lucky Berry. I know Lucky Berry only played with 9
Rock-
people,
okay.
so that was a detriment on Lucky Berry. But you know what? Hasm, former member of the homies, he's on the team. You know what? I gotta support Hasm. Our man, me and Tim. Repetition will win.
Okay.
Can't believe I 2 wins. That's shocking.
Former captain of Wildman. Phil is on the Rockets now, so I am definitely taking the Rockets.
Right?
Ben.
You Rockets.
I think my radar was off at the beginning. Rockets played John Denver close early in the year.
Yeah.
And but I wasn't super impressed with the way I saw John Denver play later. And I was really impressed with the way I saw Repetition play last week. So I think one of these teams might be going up and one might still be going down. So I think I'm going to go with Repetition.
Okay.
Oh, quick note also. I just wanted to say that I love that Quinn parked his truck outside the third base dugout
That was
in the
cool.
morning before
Yeah,
the game.
KTC tree.
And thank you for the free nachos. I didn't actually get
Yes.
any, but everybody looked like they were enjoying them.
All right. Aaron?
You got none? Sorry, Tim.
Hopefully this week we'll have a merch table out there. Please come down and check out the merch, and we'll be collecting donations for Dana Shoot.
Amen. Thank you, Aaron.
Also, find Kristen or Jackie for tickets for Kick the Can.
Yes,
Yes.
quite
Kick
right.
the can.
Kick that can.
Yeah, all right.
I've got a joke for Cougar. If you want.
Oh,
yeah. Cougars Comedy Corner.
I knew you should stay in New York for another week.
It's been a rough week, so I made a light joke.
Oh my gosh! All right, ready, peoples? Here we go. What is ET short for? What is it? Because he has those little legs. Oh God!
That is so awful. I love it.
That's my second favorite joke.
Why do you all hate me?
Oh,
Make me
that's so
blush.
good.
Why do y'all hate
All
me?
right.
Hey Cougar, where does
What?
George Washington keep his armies?
Where's George Capers? What?
Where does George Washington keep his armies?
I don't know where.
In his sleeveys.
You should stay in New York.
It's horrible. All right. I really hope that this has been a welcome distraction for everyone here. Once again, this podcast is dedicated to Dana Shoop. So if you have a drink, let's do another toast for him.
One more to Dana.
One more to Dana. Everybody. Yeah. You may be gone, but you are not forgotten, dude. We love you. Take care, everyone. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, almost.
Kook. Thanks, everyone.